energy in the morning. Everybody come out like that. We have the signs going around. Everyone, please make sure you sign. Thank you. And then your ID number, please. So welcome to Use Your Voice training. Use your voice. So, whole philosophy. Since our first store opened in 1980, Whole Foods Market has worked to establish a better way of doing business. We exist for profit like any other business, but as a company, we feel that we are a part of a larger community.
You're blocking the camera.
And long-term survival are unalterably linked. We believe our bottom line ultimately depends on the satisfaction of our stakeholders. Our stakeholders are our customers, team members, stockholders, our community environment, and our vendors. You, our team members, are a central part of the equation. We believe that team members who work in an atmosphere of happiness, joy, and would love to provide better customer service, project more enthusiasm for our mission, and help build a more successful business. So who has some adjectives, if anyone wants to raise their hand, who has some adjectives to describe Whole Foods Market?
I'm gonna keep my hand down.
Do I have an adjective?
Yes, sustainable.
Sustainable? Anything else?
Come on, can't stop sucking cock.
No other volunteers?
Hey guys, we're not TV. This isn't TV, right? So you gotta talk back. This is a little bit of a interactive, right? We need your help, right? We're here, it's early. I know we're all tired, but this is kind of important, right? We're gonna start our day, we're gonna get motivated. So what are some words to describe Whole Foods? What do you think of when you think of Whole Foods? Be honest.
Besides cake.
Besides cat, come on. Come on guys. Bianca. I'll call on people. Bianca, what do you think? Satisfied to like the customers. Great. Who else? Ryan, what do you think? Yeah. It's like Mad Libs. Anyone ever play Mad Libs when you were a kid?
Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm. Awesome. Enthusiasm. Great. So come on, we need you guys to talk back, okay? We need your help with this. No one wants to be here this early in the morning, okay? So it'll go faster. It'll be more fun if you guys participate. Can I get your participation? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. Can I get your participation? Thank you.
Tracy tired. She's probably more outspoken than you. So has anybody ever worked for a company with the same adjectives as Whole Foods, the same, the same policies and same ethics? You have the same shape and yes. Right? What company describe like the atmosphere here? Upbeat? So does anyone know what a union is? Yes.
Yeah, it's an organization that helps employees. It helps them, through collective bargaining to obtain better pay, better benefits, and better working conditions.
I agree with the first part. Bargaining.
Okay.
So a union, what a union is? So first and foremost, a union is a business.
I'm sorry, unions are not businesses.
All right, let me talk about this. So first and foremost, a union is a business.
No, it's not.
So it's not a non-for-profit. They ain't to make money like everyone else. So they speak on behalf of their employees, require dues, increasing memberships, or increasing the activity for unions to recognize. Has anyone ever worked for a union company? And can you describe it?
Yes, I worked for King Cohen out on Long Island. We were represented by Local 1500 of the UFCW. I can tell you that I had better pay with guaranteed wages, raises. My health insurance was much better, much better. And on top of that, we weren't at-will employees. I mean, like here at Whole Foods,
I'll just describe your experience with the union over the day.
All right. Well, as I was saying, being in the union shop, we were not at-will employees. That means that the company had to show just cause in order to terminate someone's employment.
All right, thank you. Thank you. So, in the 50s and 60s, unions were more popular because these laws wasn't implemented yet. So that's what brought the need for more unions in the 50s and 60s back in the earlier years. But since after the 50s and 60s, the need for unions were less applicable. So Congress had these are federal laws to protect, your work rights. So you ever heard the saying, know your rights? Like, know your rights. So people can't take advantage of it. So these are some rights related to employment that you can use just in case if you ever feel unjust, you get separated unjustly or anything like that. So Congress has passed laws to protect employees from unfair employment practices. Fair Labor Standards Act of 1938, Equal Pay Act of 1963, Civil Rights Act of 1964, Title VII.
Yo, we gotta
Anti-Discrimination in Employment Act of 1967. Occupational Safety and Health Act of 1970, and Employee Retirement Income Security Act of 1974. So these are some laws that were passed, to help protect you in your employment.
I have a question.
Huh?
Is this a team meeting or about a union
This is
meeting?
a training. Your team meeting will start when I'm done with this. Which problem?
No, I'm just asking because this is kind of misleading. I thought it was a team meeting, not a union meeting.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a union meeting at all. This is just an awareness training.
This is all we're talking about, though.
It's a team meeting.
We probably should have introduced us before we started, right? So you guys are having your team meeting, and at every team meeting, I know we're not used to this, but at every team meeting, we're supposed to do annual retrainings, right? So things like safety, things like organics, things like union awareness, things like know your paycheck, understanding your paycheck, things like stock options, right? So at every team meeting, we're supposed to go over some kind of an annual retraining, and once a year, we are supposed to do an annual retraining about union awareness, right? And so we're just trying to, because you guys happened to schedule your meeting both at the same time, there was a double booking. So we're kind of killing two birds with one stone and talking about union awareness to kind of get the annual retraining out of the way. And this is just like a broad overview, right? Just so that people have some base information. And we're going to continue with the slides, continue talking about it, but as you're going to see, unions are something that there's lots of information out there, looking on the internet, talking to your peers, you can find out a lot of information about unions on your own, and we just want to clarify some things and let you know why Whole Foods traditionally has been a non-union shop, right? We are not anti-union. However, we want to illuminate a lot of the really awesome benefits and the really awesome structures that Whole Foods has in place to ensure that our workers are being treated fairly, that our workers have a voice, that our team members can voice their opinions and affect change when they feel like things are not going the way that that exemplify our core values. That's all. And so, we're going to finish up the training, and then you guys will separate and go into your customer service and prepared foods meetings respectively, and continue to talk about team business. If anybody has, follow-up questions that they want to ask, I'm available. Your team leaders are available. Tyrone and Vlad and Diane are also available and are happy to talk with you more in depth about this. But this is going to be kind of a broad, just a broad overview to be in compliance with our annual retreat. Okay? Everybody good? Okay.
Just a quick question. You just said that that Whole Foods is not anti-union?
Correct.
How do you explain Mr. Mackey's famous herpes quote?
I'm totally unfamiliar, so that's something we can absolutely have a conversation about offline. I'm sorry, Bruce, but we do have a time constraint, right? So this is a broad overview. Any kind of specific questions, happy to address that, happy to learn about what you're talking about. But in the confines of this meeting, we have to keep it moving, okay? So put it on hold, and we'll absolutely talk about it offline, okay?
So this is y'all speaking, we're not voicing our opinions though.
Huh?
This is more of y'all just telling us and us
This is
not
a awareness
voicing our
training.
opinions.
It's not really.
That's cool.
We're not trying to, turn you against unions or anything. We just making you aware so you can make an educated decision when law approved or it does happen. That's all it is. It's not. I'm trying to tell you that not to join a union or whatever. It's just an awareness training. Bring you up, right? Well. So, like Natalia said, any follow-up questions, please come see myself, Vlad, and Diane. If you have follow-up questions, if you want to get more into detail.
That's smart though, closed door, people won't hear us.
So, we had a store in Madison, Wisconsin that was unionized. So, employees felt that they were being treated unfair by the leadership, so they opted to bring a union in. And then 1 year later, the union was opted out because the union had a 1 year contract with the employees. So 1 year later, the union was opted out, so it didn't work. So in that store, so like unions picking it outside of the store, to try to get team members to sign up again to join the union, but team members didn't want to. So like we said, we're not anti-union, but we just feel that we don't need the unions to operate, to create a fair workplace and everything like that. Like we have an employee tip line that's anonymous. If you feel like you're being treated unfairly, you can call the tip line. You can find someone that you feel comfortable with speaking to. We have an open door policy, without retaliation. There's many things you can do if you feel like you're being treated unfair. What does union cards mean? So if you sign a union card, you are not really authorizing the union to request an election. You are not really authorizing the union to provide more information. You are authorizing the union to be your exclusive bargaining agent to represent you for the purpose of collective bargaining.
Just leave it alone, bro. Just leave it alone.
So, you don't have to sign anything from a union to get more information about them or go to a meeting. You can go on your own, you can go without signing anything. So don't let anyone tell you that you have to sign the card to go to a meeting or to get more information about a union. So signing an authorized card. So signing a union card is giving you power of attorney. So there have been known to be forced ways to get team members to sign cards. If they get enough cards, they will be in without a vote. Hard to keep your individual voice. So if you sign a union card, you no longer speak on behalf of your employee. The union does. Yes.
You say that the union, if you sign a card, the union can come in without a vote.
If you get enough people to sign cards, they can come in.
Actually, the way it works is.
We'll talk about that later.
I'm sorry. It's just that something you have on that screen is a little misleading, and I would like to clarify it.
All right, you can do that for your own time. Let's finish the video.
So much for use your voice.
So it's hard to keep your individual voice. You'll be authorized to speak for you and
Everything's being
your
recorded.
show representative in matters that are related to your appointments. Like I said, if you sign the card, you're giving up your right to speak on behalf of your employee. So the differences between unions and open market. So we're not anti-union, we're non-union. Doesn't mean we don't like the unions. I worked for a union job before. I'm not opposed to unions, but we just don't feel that we need unions. Yeah, open market. We've created a great workplace without them. Our success is threatened. Our success is a threat to union supermarkets. Other companies may copy our ways to eliminate needs for unions. Unions don't collect a cent from us. So, in larger stores, unions can collect up to $150,000 a year in dues if we were a unionized supermarket. So, union information. Unions can pay people to organize. Unions can come to your house to approach you without announcement. Unions can send you material to your house. Who likes getting junk mail? Not me. Like, it's not. If I don't read it, I don't want it. You can say just about anything they want, They can say whatever they want to you to try to sign a card, They can make false claims.
You're saying whatever you want also.
Well, I'm going through this slide. Unions can make promises, but then in reality, they can only guarantee you that they will represent in contract negotiations. So they can say anything they want to, but the only thing they guarantee you is that they will negotiate your contracts. If something happens, or for wages, for employment, for benefits and things like that. So the cost to you, dues. Dues can be as much up to $48 per patient for teams who's making $12 an hour. With the union, there's a mandatory automatic reduction that cannot be stopped. At Whole Foods Market, you can opt out of certain benefits, but you can't opt out of paying union dues. Assessments, other fees, fines, the strike
don't exist.
You pay union dues timely. So you pay fees if you strike it, if you choose to break a strike, or you pay the union dues on time, you have to pay a fine for the union. So team members are provided with a better work environment and work experience, no dues initiation fees, fines, assessments, or strikes. Opportunity and advancement, so that's a big one. I worked for a union company before. I was there for 2 years, making minimum wage, part-time. I didn't have the opportunity to go full-time because it wasn't offered full-time, but here at Whole Foods Market, I've been with the company for 6.5 years, and I'm already, an ACL. In my first year, I was already an ACL. My second, I was a team leader. So, there's always opportunity here. It's not,
It's all about
favoritism.
favoritism.
I'll work for union jobs. It wasn't like that in the union. So, and if anybody has worked for the union like that, let me know. So, involved team members in operation of store facility or using open door policy. Once again, we have an open door policy. If you feel like you're being treated unfair, come speak to someone, call the anonymous tip line. Find someone you're comfortable with. If you're not comfortable with speaking with Anthony or Peter, come to me, come to Black. Find someone in the store. Go to Natalia, TMSG. If you're not comfortable with speaking with Kassim or the rest of his leadership, go to.
But then y'all send this to the same people. Y'all say go talk to Diane. So at the end of the day, we still gotta go talk to Diane, bro.
Huh?
Like at the end of the day, we still gonna have to end up talk to Diane, and it's not like it's gonna stay between me and you. You're gonna have to talk to my team leader, however, regardless.
It depends what it is.
So then you can't say that it's an open door. I'm sorry. I just don't like how we being misled. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna come talk to my team leader, tell them what I said. So
you can talk like I said. If you have any concerns or anything, you can come talk to me after.
But I thought this was the meeting about for we could talk up though.
We took later. So you have a voice at home. Use it. So
it was everybody has to participate until I decided to participate.
I said, who likes people finishing their sentences? Nobody, right? Who likes to speak on behalf of themselves? Exactly. So, you have a voice, use it. We all grow here, we all over 18, right? Most of us are grown, right? All of us are grown.
I don't like how they're taunting us. Like I just feel like they're taunting us.
So leadership commitments to you, work side by side, be fair and respectful, coach and mentor, empower team members, support advancement, make the workplace fun. It's not ideal, it's not reality in all teams and all places. But and if you feel that way, like I said, bring it up. If you don't speak up, nobody will know.
I try to speak up.
So,
Shut up.
To initiate a dialogue and discuss progress in order to obtain feedback with potential for financial increase. Participate in the process for how the company's benefit dollars are spent. Take part in anonymous leadership surveys. So once a year we do team leader surveys, morale surveys, and those are anonymous. When you fill them out, give honest and open feedback about your team leaders, and about leadership in the company. Question decisions made via fair hearing. So For those of you who don't know, anytime someone is separated, you have the right for a fair hearing amongst your peers, not amongst the people who separated you, but amongst people who work
Yo,
the
tell
same
them about
environment
that.
as you and other leadership of the company. Yes. That's the last question.
Okay,
Yes.
about the fair hearing thing, I've spoken to several people who have been terminated in the past few months. Every single one of them have applied for one of those fair hearings, and every single one of them was denied.
Because if you fired for not coming to work or for things like that, definitely for attendance, time and attendance, that's black and white. Like everybody, we have a time and attendance policy. If you're not following it, then obviously you're not.
Just saying,
Yeah.
if we were represented by a union, they would that hearing would be automatic, and the employee would have representation at that meeting.
All right. Thank you. Utilize TV with tip line in order to anonymously report unfair practices without fear of retaliation.
He needs Diane here.
Use
He
your
can't
voice
handle
by
it.
using the open door policy and communicate directly. So don't let things build up. Like I said, if you feel like you're being treated unfair, say something. Don't hold it in and then after everything goes wrong, you bring it out there. Just say it when it happens. So fortunately for you, we're not going to show a video today. So that's it. I got time for 1 or 2 more questions. Besides Bruce.
I'm sorry, but I
think that's
nah, but not for nothing, but I feel like that's because
crazy.
we're here to voice our opinion. This is what you said at the beginning of the meeting, and now out of nowhere it's like, oh, we'll talk later. Like, what is it? You don't want everybody to hear about unions and stuff?
The first thing Natalia said was we have to participate, and once I started participating,
we're not here to listen to unions or
you want me to participate as long as I agree with you. The second I disagree, I'm shot down and told to shut up.
All right. So, any further questions?
So we absolutely want you guys to participate, and I think that Bruce absolutely bring up a lot of great points, right? But we have to remember the time and the place, right? So your questions and your opinions, just like the questions and opinions of everybody, are valued. But the point of the meeting is not to get to an in-depth, like point-for-point comparison, to give you a broad overview about our general feelings in terms of why we feel Whole Foods Market has tended to be a non-union environment. Again, there is no feeling against, there is no thing that you can't look into unions, you can't further explore whether or not a union is the right thing for you or the wrong thing for you, right? Everybody has an opportunity to look into that more in depth, and obviously, you have coworkers that you can talk to see what works for you and for your family and for your work life, right? But we have a responsibility as far as leadership to do a broad overview to bring in awareness. And now a lot of you will have an awareness that maybe you'll look into things more. Maybe this is enough for you and you don't need to look into anything anymore, right? And if you have specific questions and you want to talk one-on-one, absolutely, you absolutely have the right to do that, okay? So thank you guys so much for going through this annual awareness training, and look forward to more as you guys have more department meetings. We will be doing more annual awareness things about organics, about safety, about your stock options, other benefits, team member discounts, things of that nature.
Recorded the whole meeting.
So you'll be seeing a lot more of these, okay? And now we'll give it to prepared foods and customer service. How are you guys breaking up?
Prepared foods going to the back.